1. We are live. The producer show is live.
All right, the producer show is live.
Counting down.
Mutt is doing triple duty today for you.
Yeah, this would be triple duty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Third show of the day for the Mutt Man. First of all, Justin, you didn't see this, but Mutt is wearing his vest on camera at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He just took his vest off before. Were you wearing it for Unnamed or no?
I was sweating. Like I can probably say,
You just threw it on the ground though. Like it was just like right in front of Kirk's desk. You
After he
just
stormed on Unnamed.
wasn't on Kirk's desk.
Uninvited.
Did not touch Kirk's desk.
You
It was
didn't.
thrown down on
Well,
the floor.
There's plenty of places like there's a chair there. There's a table. You could have hung it up over there. You just threw it on the ground over there.
It was hot after Unnamed. I was sweating.
No
I
respect
was
for the
sweating.
studio.
By putting a vest in the floor, boy, we are reaching. If that's what you're going to, I'm fucked that. I'm going to.
No. You know what? I am reaching for content. I want to talk today about Dave Portnoy weighs in on the Internet Invitational finale. That's what I want to weigh in on today.
That's the title of today's Unnamed show.
That's the title of the episode today.
Yes.
I think there were some bigger topics.
I would say
Unnamed
so.
today.
Yeah. No, I think the Internet Invitational stuff was probably what's the biggest takeaway, especially from our perspective.
I mean, obviously, we want to recap Unnamed. We did the majority of it yesterday. You went on today. They brought you in. What else is there really to say? I tried to hold up a sign for you today because one thing that Dave, when he's doing this shit, he doesn't bring up, and he should. It's not just enough to say, like, I like Kirk. I understand Kirk. When shit goes down, like Kirk's the guy you want on your team. When Business Insider is writing shit, Kirk is he's like going to war with you in those moments. He doesn't remember that stuff. When Julia Blacks of the world come along.
He ends up shitting on the Minifans. And if I had the brain to ask him this, I would have suggested, like, what's the most loyal fan base at Barstool? And he would have said, if he was being honest, the KMS audience. Yeah. And I would point to specifically a couple of basketball games where, no offense to Barstool New York, because I'm one of their teammates now, I go down there occasionally.
Oh,
like
God, he's no longer a teammate. Now he's a teammate of Barstool New York.
I like
There's
that.
a lot of people shitting on Mutt after his appearance. They're questioning whether or not he is actually a Minifan.
They definitely are.
Yeah.
I like that office, but it was 95% KMS fans that went to a Barstool basketball game.
It was.
Whether it's supporting different causes that Kirk has been part of, whether it's been buying Barstool merch, which is KMS merch, like, it's the most loyal fan base. And the way Dave talks about them, he just treats them like they're just like a gnat. And it's just not. Right. It's not.
I just don't want to like go in circles and keep saying the same fucking shit. My two biggest takeaways after listening to it for a third time today, basically going over this stuff, is A, that angle that I brought up with Dave, not bringing up that Kirk's there for him when these big moments happen for him.
Sure would have said it.
And two, can we stop treating Brianna Chicken Fry like she's fucking the sweetest person on the planet, like she's fucking Barbie or something? She also talks shit in her content. She also starts shit.
Yeah.
So for her to cry if somebody else is doing that at whatever moment, right? You were making this point too, like, we're used to this world, so we understand it's going to come from all angles, but she should understand it too, because she does shit just like we do on this show. As we call people out for saying dumb shit, so does she.
Justin?
Absolutely. And like my biggest takeaway from today too is that, like, it just sucks when like Kirk isn't there to speak, because you could tell like Dave pretty much brought Mutt on, and like he didn't say it, but he was pretty much like, hey, what would Kirk say to this? Or like, but no one.
That's
speaks,
how it felt.
No one speaks for Kirk other than Kirk.
Oh,
so
shit.
it's like you're obviously put in a tough spot. I mean, I didn't think you said anything terrible or anything like that.
No, and it was 3-on-1.
High praise, thank you.
It was 3-on-1 as well. We know that Gaz is just going to stoke it up a little bit, so he's kind of like a wash in that situation. Dave was going to defend Chicken Fry because that's what he does every single time. And then can I say I'm shocked a little bit? Ryan Whitney. I mean, if we're questioning Mutt's fandom, if Mutt's a Minifan, Ryan Whitney is no longer a Minifan after that performance.
Oh,
right?
well, I don't think we are capable of taking away that card. But
Sure, that's fair.
It's,
That's fair. There was not a defense of Kirk.
Can you say it didn't sound like he was a Minifan?
It didn't
Without taking his card
that's
away?
fair. I think that's
It was
fair.
tough. He was kind of just like poking
it.
the bear a little bit, you know. He was doing the Ryan Whitney thing where he doesn't really give a take. He's just kind of there.
Yes.
And it's tough because that's like not
Wow,
his.
it's a shot of Ryan Whitney by him over there.
Oh Jesus! Shut the fuck up.
Well,
Dave.
Gaz played that role today. Well, Gaz did try to play point guard for a little bit with those guys. Like I'm not speaking for Kirk. Like, and I'm sure I don't. It was such a whirlwind because I listened to it coming in. I heard Dave say Minifans and Mutt shut up.
It was such a whirlwind.
Yeah, like because I actually because they had gone to Internet Invitational, and I have to admit, like I figured if it was something back to Kirk, you guys would have said something. So I had it off in there, and then Justin yells in, they want you on, they want you on.
Right.
And it's just me having to speak for Kirk, which I'm not going to do. And sorry to anyone who's her fan. Like, I only consume her content through this show.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what else she does other than this show. So I can't speak to what else. I can just speak to her. And I guess the three of us would agree that her timing was shitty. Dave would disagree. Like, I don't, how many times I could say, like, her doing that.
Nobody is saying she can't gloat. Yeah. Nobody is saying that. We're just saying that's not the moment we would pick. Again, we don't speak for Kirk. I don't think in that moment, like, Kirk would have tweeted something like that.
I don't either.
I think we would have addressed things on the show, and, you know, whether it got clipped and then things were out of context, shit might happen. But in its totality, we would have had a discussion around something like that. But I don't think he would have ever, and I know we didn't, or we wouldn't tweet out something like that. But I don't know. What else is there to say, you know, besides you did a really bad job defending Mick? I don't know if there's anything else to say at this moment.
Yeah,
I tried. I think what Mick said initially, he said in jest. If he really did misquote Dave, then that is a Dave and Mick thing that has been boiling over now for months, and that's why I go back to, like, Dave will not give him doesn't want to platform him, quote unquote. They should have it out.
It's a very simple thing.
Just have it out.
But it's the same kind of situation here, which is it's not even have it out. Mick was shit talking. That's it. Mick was shit talking. If all of a sudden if he didn't catch Dave at, like, the perfect moment, it's a nothing. It is it's a nothing story.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then now,
at this point, to your point, it's gone well beyond whatever a nothing story was. There's legit anger on Dave's part. If you're going to call him
anti-Semitic every single show and not allow him to say something, of course he's going to continue to fuck around with you a little bit, and so that's going to spiral. So I don't even know what else to say to that. You can't, that one with Dave. You're not going to win over Dave on that one.
I don't know what else there is to say about the Dave Mick situation. I feel like we bring it up every week.
Right.
It's like, you know, Kirk gets frustrated with it. We all get frustrated with it. It's just one of those things where it's just like, he's just going to keep doing it. So I don't know. It sounds like, I mean, he's the boss. It's his show. So if he doesn't want to have Mick on, he's not going to have Mick on. But Mick's going to continue, I don't know, tweeting things and you know, doing those things to kind of get under Dave's skin, which obviously it is. So, I mean, it'd be one thing if, like, you know, this happened however so long ago, 6 months ago or whatever, and Dave's like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that guy. I don't even know. He's just kind of screaming to the void, but he brings him up all the time. He brought up things that, like, we didn't bring up to him, like about the Mick posting things. Like, these are things like Dave sees, and, like,
of course,
like, it wasn't on the rundown sheet or anything like that. So who knows?
Yeah. So, again, he brought up, like, that Kirk talks a lot about Brianna on the show. And my point again today was, like, as a listener to the show, at every show, I don't sense that. There are many more topics that are front and center that are more consistently brought up than things that she was doing. It was more of a volley back.
Right. And that's like, I don't know, there's certain people in this world where you try to, like, monitor them on a regular basis, even if you don't use it. Like, Justin and I typically know, like, Linda Marks has a new song, but if it's a boring fucking song and we think it's kind of, Kirk probably won't care about it, it might not end up coming up, but we know it exists out there.
If Steve Robinson goes on some show to talk about anything, you're gonna hear a little sound from that. That's every time it happens.
We monitor what fucking Julie DeCaro talks about, because that was, like, a long-standing
thing.
She's
on Beehive, by the way, Justin. Beehive,
yeah, some newsletter.
Oh, yes.
Brianna Chicken Fry, it has never entered that zone. It hasn't entered that zone. It is only if something she says or does kind of permeates on social media and it reaches the timeline. But then other people outside of just, like, us and Minifans see it. It's everyone sees it. When she goes on a political rant about something she seems like she knows nothing about, we're going to mock it a little bit. If she fucking says she loves Taylor Swift after hating Taylor Swift forever, you're going to call her phony and mock it a little bit. That's all. And then if she's going to go on her content, wear a sweatshirt, to your point, make little tiny jabs, we're going to bring it up. That's the only time. If her name has come up more than 7 times, I'd be shocked. More than 7 times. Is that fair?
More than 7 times where it's talked about for more than... Like, there might be some guest asked, like, oh, Brianna Chicken Fry, and Kirk's like, yeah, she sucks.
Right, like a topic.
But like an actual, like, thing. I bring up the other day, like, when there was the stalking episode she put out, like, we thought that would be one of the first thing Kirk goes to. He literally, like, pushed it back to the end of the show. It was like a 10-15 minute thing, really quick, said a good piece on it, and then, like, didn't really bring it up again.
And not only that, they said good. No, he vehemently said, I don't want people doing that. If it's really happening, like, go and tell someone about it. Go to the police if it's happening. And I wish I would have said that more articulately.
Yes,
That's a
there
tough
you go.
word.
Wow, look at the
Articulate.
chat. Wow, the Ryan. This is because Justin had his shot out there. I think the chat has turned on Ryan Whitney.
And they've turned on me too.
No, the chat,
Get
they
in
were
line.
complimentary. It's
Get in
mostly
line,
Ryan
assholes.
Whitney. Yeah,
Yeah,
Portnoy defended Kirk more than Ryan Whitney. And they turned on you and Mutt. I didn't see the and Mutt part. Yeah, but this person thinks Mutt early Minifan of the Year favorite based on that performance.
I don't. But I think Kirk said that like you can't be Minifan of the Year if you're on the show.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I'm on the show at least once a week. I don't think like Mike's not eligible for
Right.
Minifan of the Year. You guys are not eligible for Minifans of the Year.
Yeah, that'd be weird too.
Okay. Well, Justin, listen, I feel like
It would be weird.
We've said everything we had to say. Mutt did his thing today. Unless there's anything we're missing from that, we can get on to other topics because Justin apparently, when I tell you,
This is wild. Yes.
he has announcements to make today. He has sent me numerous texts about it yesterday. He has gifts. He has 2 announcements to make today.
So before he says it, I want to say that Justin said before we came on and didn't know it was going to go, like, you can stick around the producer show. It's great news for you. Like he said, not just good news. This is news that affects you
for
in
you.
a great way.
For you.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
So, I mean, is it more income for me? Is it a new car? Like what?
So, well, I want to make the announcement. You know,
Well, the first announcement is actually Chris Clemmer is here to make the announcement.
wow.
On the producer show.
on the producer show.
On a producer show.
Wow.
Chris, do you have us here?
Big news, huh?
God.
How we doing, boys?
Had enough Clemmer for 2 days.
I know you guys
break.
back
shut
to
up,
back,
bud.
back to back. Clemmer, what is this news? Justin is giddy about these announcements today.
I mean, this is gigantic here. I'm here to announce the location for the new Rat Race season.
Oh wow! Here we go.
Yep, and it's going to be San Francisco.
There we go.
Yeah.
Beautiful city.
Woo.
Beautiful city. Not the zero homelessness problem in San Francisco. Love to hear it. That's great. Love it.
So I went and did a location scout there, and Dave, you're actually very wrong. There are many, many, many homeless people over in San Francisco. It's wild.
When do you start filming that? Like, when's that process?
Filming
start?
that soon. It's going to come out Super Bowl weekend.
Nice.
Or
just like
week,
last
rather.
time?
Excuse me.
Yep.
So that, like, whatever, week in February is going to come out. But yeah, we're shooting it pretty soon here, next week or two. So.
Awesome. Perfect. And thank God we got that announcement. That's good work by you, Justin, right there.
Yeah, I made
scoop.
sure that the producer show was where Chris Clemmer's Rat Race
Wow.
announces his next.
Look at this. Like, how did that come about? Like, remember they hated each other for a little
Oh,
while. And
now-
now
oh,
Justin,
this is years
now
ago.
Justin is
This is
is
years
getting
ago.
these scoops.
This is like bringing up in World War II why England and United States are allies when the revolution. That was so long
Yeah.
ago.
No, you're
Me
right.
and Chris are.
Justin and I went to movies together. We
Oh
saw
my
The
God.
Unbreakable Boy together.
That did bring us. That
We
did bring
talk
us.
pretty regularly. I'm a Justin guy.
Love
we,
this.
we just saw things differently a few years ago.
Yep.
That hatchet's been long buried.
Oh yeah, I bury my hatch with pretty much everyone.
All right, that's perfect. All right, cool.
Great announcement.
Chris,
Great
Chris,
announcement.
Congrats, man.
was Kirk ever a possibility or is Kirk going to be in this next Rat Race, or was he before this
Kirk?
mental
No,
health?
like San Francisco, I don't think that's somewhere that's too far. But for you, a Boston one, I 100% want him to do it.
Well, someone in the chat's pointing out.
do it.
I mean, a city we both love, Chris Clemmer, Nashua, New Hampshire, just recently voted like the best place to live in New England. Nashua, downtown Nashua, Holman Stadium.
I saw
Let's
that.
go.
Please do a Rat
Yeah,
Race.
Rat
Race Nashua. Rat Race downtown Main Street. Let's go.
Probably, I don't know if it's big enough for a rat. Because, ideally people are going far
big time.
distances.
Too big. Too
No,
big.
not even that. Like, ideally, you want people to go places. Like, it is a race. I don't know how far the race would be at Nashua, but I want to do a Boston one very badly.
That'd be fun.
But hopefully, for that one, Kirk, maybe even Mutt. Imagine Mutt and Rat Race.
Oh my
great.
goodness,
That would be
a
great
Mutt
to
and
watch.
Kirk team and Rat Race. Kirk's never coming back if he hears this. So
That'd be incredible. I mean, just the chemistry alone would be off the charts. Those two guys. I mean, I'd be amazed. Thanks for having me call in here, boys.
All right, Clement.
I hopefully I'll see you guys soon.
Absolutely.
See
Well,
you soon,
thank you,
buddy.
Chris Clement. That's a big announcement from him.
That's huge.
All right, that's number one. All right,
that's-
that was
okay.
good. I'm going to give that.
That's not great for me, for the record.
Right.
It has nothing
that's
to do
true.
with me.
That's a good get for a producer show. Right?
Yeah,
that's a good get.
Absolutely.
I'm
yes.
going to give. Justin said that was that. No, your 3 was your next announcement, right?
what next?
I said on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are these announcements? And
What
you
next announcement? That was my announcement.
No, you had 2 announcements.
No, that was my announcement. No, I have another announcement.
He's so fucking weird.
I have another announcement.
He's in such a weird
Kirk's
zone.
not here, and the bits are
He is so
flying.
fucking
Oh, I'm
weird.
sorry. So I have my next announcement was obviously Kirk says he's gone. A lot of people reached out. They're like, hey, we want to go back, listen to old episodes.
Yep.
Apple, Spotify currently, I believe it stops at like May of 2020. I've constantly reached out to Barstool trying to get the, I think we've like hit our limit on Apple and Spotify.
That is correct.
So unfortunately not. So I reached out to them, and what I've been doing is these past couple of days, I've been taking the old episodes and re-uploading to them to the KMS YouTube, so you can go back and listen to the early episodes.
Come on.
Fuck
As
yeah.
of right now, the first 10 episodes are now available on the KMS YouTube channel. It's under KMS Classic. So, Mutt, you can go back and...
That is
Great
good
work.
for me.
well, we
Mutt,
talked the
Mutt
other...
doesn't care to go back though. Mutt
No.
doesn't care, but-
I actually we had part of our romantic lunch. I was telling Justin I feel sort of left out when it goes to like original KMS stuff because I know it's.
We literally talked about this.
I'm
last
just
week.
and now I get to watch them, so I'm
Yes.
not excited.
No, it's good. And not just you. I had that, like, I think every producer, I guess minus Steve, because Steve wasn't there for that limit, but there were real reasons why we were unable to accomplish this.
Yeah, they pretty much said... But so I
and we
reached-
didn't want to throw them under the bus with the answer they gave us back.
Yes. So,
Yes.
but anyway, that's beyond it. So, if you want to go back listen to the old episodes, yeah, you can either use something like people are saying in the comments. You can use Castbox to go listen to it, or
Yeah.
just go on the KMS YouTube channel. You can go. Someone's saying who decided to post 10 classic KMX shows on YouTube at once? That was me. There will be a lot more coming. So I apologize for that.
Around how many you think are going up?
So it's from. So I currently have the entire first month of June 2019 up.
Yep.
I'm gonna do my best to get. Right now, it stops in like sometime in May of 2020. I'd like to get all of Steve Robinson's episodes up, just so you can go back listen to it.
I could be wrong, but I feel like on the actual feed, I feel like there's like 900 on the feed. Is that too high? And we're in the, I don't know, we just did the 1,000th, like a few months ago, right? So we're probably in like the, I don't know. Are we around like 1,050 or something?
idea.
Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like you're probably looking at least, what would you say, 6 months of shows? Is that too much or no?
Oh,
do my
no,
math
it's,
right?
it's probably more than that.
It's more than that?
Because it's all of June, and then up. It's all of 2019, and then
Yeah.
January, February, March, April. So yeah, so it's like 10
There was a
months.
couple different phases. Like I remember I believe we hit 500, and they were able to add server space so that we could get to, let's just hypothetically call it 700 or something like that. Then once we reached back out again, we couldn't go more according to them, and then they had a solution that they never executed on, which is fine. We didn't want to like tell. them what
So
they
anyway,
do.
that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I've just been uploading those. It's going to take a little bit. With also like I think the next couple episodes, next month or two is like the original like Dave Cullinane era. So Mutt, this one I said like you and me were talking the other day, and we were like, I don't know the old KMS show because you were on, you were doing
It's a great era.
what was it, Callahan and Mutt or something like that at the time. And
Mutt and Callahan, but yeah, it's a terrible show.
yeah, and just you weren't paying attention. So people can now go back, listen to the full episodes. They're the unfortunate thing, and this is kind of not great news. So I've been uploading them. If they have any copyright strikes, we have to take them out. So we're like with parody songs and shit like that.
Yep.
Just on YouTube. Just
So the songs come out, but the episodes go up after that.
correct. So
Okay,
yeah, so
gotcha.
so you can go back listen to that. So yeah, this is my groundbreaking news that I've been working on. these
Justin
past couple
undersold
days.
that news.
That's
He said it
huge
was a
news.
3. I'm going to give that a solid 7.
And it does help me out.
It helps, but Justin was like giddy. He was like, "Oh, we got some stuff to talk about on the producer show tomorrow," and he was texting me all these gifts to do with this
People
announcement.
are saying like, why not SoundCloud upload? I don't know, because Barstool likes YouTube, and so we're just going to upload them to YouTube. It's literally just
It's kind
the
of a
audio.
popular format.
It's literally just the audio.
But I will say, like, to that point, like, even yesterday, so we do the producer show and there's no audio of it. People are like, where's the podcast? And my reaction, I'm an old man. Just go to YouTube, and if you want to listen to it fat, you can put the settings up, just the audio.
But also, you have them organized now in a way that if a alternative presents itself that's easier to get out there to people, we could probably make that happen too, potentially. You know what I mean?
Maybe. So yeah, I was thinking about like just
Justin
tweeting.
just disregarded that, huh?
I have no idea what you just even said.
Well, I'm just saying, you have it all in an organized, like the date, the episode title, all this shit organized, that if over time we figure out they fucking hate YouTube, maybe there's another audio platform that we could go and just literally copy and paste it over pretty quickly. That's all.
But also it just would need to be under the Barstool umbrella.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Okay.
yep. So that's my big announcement. I was planning on just kind of
like
like tweeting it out tomorrow, but yeah, I'll be just doing that.
Tell me how the Clemmer announcement came to be, though.
I'm just breaking news.
You're just talking to everybody. You're just in every DMs with everybody right now.
I'm getting Mutt on the Unnamed show. I'm texting people. Let's get Mutt Mutnansky on.
That's
here.
right.
KMS Classics right there on YouTube.
Yeah,
Good
right.
for you.
Yeah, I'll tweet out the link and stuff like that, so you can go back. And it is funny just listening to the old episodes, just how different it sounds, and just Kirk sounds different, not in like a personality way, just like your voice changes over 6 years.
Right.
And Mike sounds completely different.
Yep. No, it is crazy. So other stuff that came up on Unnamed, obviously we got the Pat Bev update because we kind of touched on it on the producer show. So Pat Bev on hiatus until his shit gets figured out.
And by the way, not a voluntary hiatus, forced. You heard Dave say forced hiatus, which
Right.
is, I mean, based on what you read there, it's horrific.
Right.
Horrific.
Right. So I don't know how much there is else to say about that. We heard Roan, he mentioned that too, that Roan said some stuff on it. Yes, like Roan just came and said if any of that stuff is true, obviously that changes his relationship with Pat Bev, but let that situation play out and see what it is. Any other takeaways from Unnamed today that you were outside of the chicken fry stuff?
No, we never talked about. Oh fuck! I was gonna make a Clemmer RA joke when he called in, but I forgot.
Oh,
Damn it.
yeah.
We did talk about that, but the Clemmer going back and forth with RA, like this, very funny.
That was very funny. Other stuff just going on in the world. Can we just talk about? Did you see this clip of Stephen A. Smith this morning? Did you see this clip yet or no?
Drake May thing.
I don't think so.
The
No. What did he
Drake May addressing. I actually think that was an EEI audio clip, but Drake May was addressing that he doesn't know what show Cam Newton's on.
Yes, I heard that audio originally. Yes,
Because Cam Newton, what did Cam Newton say? Like,
Cam Newton is one of these guys, and you'll read some of this in Muttstack tomorrow. Very critical of the Patriots because of their schedule.
Yep.
Which, big picture, newsflash doesn't affect you in the playoffs. Strength of schedule does not affect that. So he was because Drake May grew up idolizing Cam Newton. So he was asked, Cam Newton was one of the guys you looked up to. He has the schedule too soft. What do you think about Cam Newton? I don't know what show you're on. So that's what I heard. I don't know what Drake May said.
yeah. So now Stephen A. Smith is commenting over.
He can run it, he's tough, he's poised, and he's absolutely dynamic in the pass game. And this team under Mike Vrabel can win the AFC Championship.
He's also a liar. He's also a liar. First of all, let me tell you, it's not to brag,
Okay, well that's. I just wanted to play the audio.
Yeah, and he goes into it and basically saying he calls Drake May a liar for saying you know that Cam Newton's on First Take. Just like stupid, by the way, because he's focused on the season. Maybe he doesn't know exactly what show Cam Newton's on. I don't think Drake May is like lying specifically about this, like caring what show specifically Cam Newton's on. He's probably heard the comments and he just doesn't give a fuck. So he blew it off. He's kind of doing the Patriot way type of thing of just like he gives his quick little like I don't know what show he's on. I'm focused on the next.
Yeah, I think there are athletes who would pay super close attention to that kind of shit, and then there are athletes who don't. And Drake May strikes me as a guy who doesn't.
Right. Like I don't like you don't see Drake May like fucking with like going on Pat McAfee's show all the time and stuff like that.
No, he does
He's
his
focused on
weekly
the show.
committed thing on the Boston
Correct.
radio, WEEI, and then his wife does TikToks about baking,
Right. Correct.
which is
Fantastic.
Have you guys done that?
I've seen the
we done
comments
what?
off it.
Have
on it.
you gone through the comments?
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Okay,
They're just wholesome.
they're just
they're
like-
very weird.
They're just like because
No, they're not
It's
wholesome.
funny. It's just goofy.
Oh, make sure he doesn't eat too many. He's going to get a bellyache. Oh, tuck him in before bed tonight. It's just like really.
Speaking of
these are
comments-
adult men or women saying don't eat too many. He's going to get a bellyache. The fuck are we doing on TikTok? Dave?
Speaking of comments, I was telling Justin, so on last producer show, I admitted that I masturbate on Reddit, and then I go to the KMS thread and I read the comments. And the first comment I see on some Reddit KMS thread yesterday is Cullinane in all caps, ! And then in all caps it just reads, I choose you. I don't know why. I just found it so fucking funny, which is just so ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe that shouldn't be funny to people, but whatever. It is what it is. But I don't know. Stephen A. Smith just completely dramatic. And then he goes on this whole spiel about how like athletes should respect other athletes who are in the media. It's so meaningless. He's just causing an issue out of nothing. Typical Stephen A. Smith.
I did just see on that has 1.4 million. So what's? I guess I don't get the newsworthy. He's calling a quarterback a liar. I guess that's noteworthy.
Yeah, and
I guess so,
it's probably kind of noteworthy because like Drake May has stayed out of it, like from a media perspective. So for Stephen A. to go at Drake May, it's kind of a little shocking.
It was last week, it was last Friday. We had this conversation with Kirk off the air about Drake May, how boring he is in these EEI things. So EEI's afternoon ratings are atrocious. The week it's going to be all time bad given the Drake May stuff. They have Drake May on their show. and they can't create any buzz for it. And that's the whole.
Right.
That should be that should be their shtick, is like how boring and how like nice he is.
Right.
And instead they just do a bland, basic interview with him.
Right.
So yes, he stayed out of the limelight.
And they're like,
That's my quarterback.
They like try to be goofy on their show too. So for nothing, they can't get anything out of him to go viral. Because in their defense, to some extent, like Greg Hill has done a decent job at getting some of those appearances, even with Belichick back in the day. Did he do Belichick, or am I thinking Mayo?
No, he had the quarter.
Either way, I feel like some clips have gone viral off of Greg Hill's interviews with people like that. Versus, to your point,
maybe, but
that might have been the first thing I've heard Drake May.
The impetus was that when Tom Brady went on EEI, as you know, Dave, a half hour later, ESPN on the crawl would say, Tom Brady, quote, something he said every fucking week, whether it's about Frosted Flakes, football, NFL rules. It was a major story. He made a noteworthy story. The fact that Drake May doesn't, I guess it's kind of funny now that Stephen A. Smith's calling him a liar.
We probably know so much more, like you just said, about Tom Brady because like
100%.
like what you just mentioned, like I didn't even realize like Frosted Flakes came from Kirk and Callahan or something like that.
Again, to their credit, when they did it, like Kirk was not afraid to ask anything, and Jerry was a very good interviewer. He did it for years at SI. Like they knew what questions to ask to get good answers, and Brady played along too. Brady wanted to say certain things at certain times.
Right.
Except with the
that's talking
pissant stuff. Wasn't that a big thing?
Which thing?
When he hung up, he's like, "Yeah, fucking calling my kid a pissant."
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
Right.
How much do you think Brady gets paid for that?
Reamer off his rocker lately, by the way. Just his takes just suck. I usually, like, even though I disagreed with him on like stuff politically or whatever, it was at least like I liked his point of view, but now he's kind of like gone off the deep end with like the Trump stuff. He's now like full-fledged Trump hater, and anything that enters that zone, he's just going to bash.
For my issue with Reamer is not anything about his graphically talking about his sexuality in Chicago and dance parties. He doesn't like guys like me because you know what we do?
What?
Bet on sports. He's big. He is.
He's
going after
huge
responsible sports bettors like myself, and Justin Trudell. So that's why Alex and I have been.
I know you mentioned on you were just on Pick Central and you gave your sports bets.
Yep.
There, I have a bet for tonight.
Sure.
I think
Mr. Thursday Night, Justin Trudell.
Sure.
I think that the Bills will win the first half and then lose the game.
You can bet that.
Currently, I saw it. I believe it was at plus 1,200. And then it moved down to plus 1,150. So I like that bet. I think Josh Allen will choke this game away.
But that again,
I am shocked.
As
you're
someone who's a
saying this
big
about-
Justin Trudell fan, I know it's who you're rooting for. Like I don't like Jaden Higgins or not. I just think he's gonna have a good game. There's an inherent bias into what you are suggesting.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
No. But I also I am right. Like Josh Allen does lose big games. So
He does. I don't know if I call this a big game. I also think Houston's defense is very good, but 1150 is a good. I mean, we never talk anyone off of that. That's a great price.
So
responsibly make that bet.
You seen Wicked this weekend? You seen Wicked for Good this weekend, Mutt? You bringing the boys to see Wicked for Good?
Has Mutt mentioned that his kids like the first Wicked?
No.
Oh,
I just
thought
figured
you were going
they
with
might
that.
be the.
I think my daughter will want to see that. She was into the first Wicked. I think she'll want to see that.
We recently saw what I forget that. Oh, that terrible Soul on Fire movie. They like that.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But they do the previews, and this is what we do, Dave and our family. We're at the movies. After the preview, we all look at each other and do a thumbs up.
Got to do it.
Or thumbs down.
Got to
hell
do it.
yeah.
Even if
I
it's
like
looking
that.
forward to that. Yep.
And
I like that.
Wicked got 3 thumbs down and 1 thumbs
By the way,
up.
that's an act.
my
That's an
wife
all
won.
ages act.
Oh,
like
it's
that never
so
gets
good.
old.
Oh, it's so good.
It's perfect. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that with my kids.
We don't do that. I guess we probably would just be like, yeah, I'm not going to see that, or what the
Yeah.
fuck was that?
I think my kids are finally at that age where they can like sit through a movie, which I'm excited about. There's just not a lot of like Chase just turned 6. There's not a lot of kids movies anymore.
Yeah, because now they're going from like kids
Now they're all
movies to
streaming.
live animation
They're all
stuff.
streaming.
Yeah.
Like I saw Moana, I think probably through Jeff D. Lowe. Ken Jack tweeted out the Moana
The
live action.
Yep. Looks terrible.
They all
That was
look
a
terrible.
great. Was that a Clemmer tweet? Did we talk about this? That was a great Clemmer reply to a tweet about. It was basically The Rock acting like, I'm just going to do these, almost like he's going to do only indie films. Like he had such a good experience on his new movie.
After that wrestling movie, yeah.
And then Clemmer quote tweeted and was like, he's filming Jungle Cruise 2 right now or something like that. I forget
Just
what it
a
was.
Disney machine.
Dale's happy.
That was just. That was
Are you when the Manansky family goes to the movie theater? Are you like sneaking stuff in?
We didn't. Yeah, well, actually, waters and sodas. We definitely did. But
Okay.
I saw a woman. I think we thought it was on the show. There's a woman right in front of us, like a legit, like opened up tinfoil, and it
Yeah,
was just
fuck you if you're doing that.
It was a meal. And I heard
don't like that.
I heard I heard Kirk say that Rob used to do like seafood. That's disgusting.
Fuck that.
But am I beyond now? Going to Jersey Mike's and bringing Jersey Mike's in?
Okay.
The answer is no.
No,
The answer
you
is
can't
no.
do that. You can't
Jersey
do
Mike
full-fledged
fucking-
meal. No, spots
A
like
sandwich, like a mini
Yeah.
Jersey Mike's with a drink.
First of all,
Oh,
it's weird.
fuck
It's
that.
weird you're bringing up Jersey Mike's again for like the
He's
for like the
obsessed.
third time.
He's on some kind of
4
brand
days
deal.
ago.
Went yesterday.
And you can't bring in a fucking meal.
Fuck that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And
it
like, I mean,
stinks.
I
So
get
what can you bring in, Justin?
Just
Lord of
bags-
the Rings over
bag
there? What are we
snacks.
doing?
with Lord of the Rings. I would say drinks or like candy is fine. You can't bring in your own popcorn. That's like super white trash.
Shit. All right. No way.
And yeah, I think candy's fine.
Seafood? No. We say we're no
And
on seafood.
you can't bring in like a fucking full meal.
No, you can't do that.
Can't
Full
go to-
meal is
can't go to Subway and then bring in.
I wouldn't even call it like. I mean, yes, you're right. Like if you're going to Subway and bringing it, I would categorize that as like sneaking food in. But I feel like nobody gives a shit anymore if you have if you bring a backpack wherever you go with kids or whatever and just have like bagged snacks.
My biggest
I do that
fear
at
is
every
being,
sporting event.
I'm just being fearful of being called out for it. Like I am so afraid of having someone be like in front of other people say, "You can't have that here. Make me take it outside."
like an employee saying it to you at the movie theater.
Yeah, like for a while I thought it was against the law.
No, I think that's done.
When you were a kid,
I know where you're
no.
going. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
So
I do.
when I was a kid growing up, for whatever reason, a thing was you can't have your light on in the car. It's
Yeah.
against the law.
I've heard that before.
And
yeah.
turns out that was a lie. My parents just didn't want the light on in the car. But there were things like I just thought like you get really in trouble for. And bringing food into the movie theater like
yeah.
was one of those things.
Right.
Staying up past 7 p.m.
I feel like the places. I feel more like it's all like they're all okay with it now. Like if you're bringing like goldfish for kids or something like that, they're all okay with it. But I do kind of feel like an asshole. Like I feel bad that I'm not buying from them
Because that's how
Well,
they
they
make.
mark
That's
up
how
the
they make
soda.
their
Well,
money.
obviously that's
Yeah,
how they make their money. I know. I just feel like I feel bad doing it, but I think they all expect it. Now they're kind of just like you're bringing your kids. You just got to do whatever you have to do to survive. If they don't like anything there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like I think like if you go to the movies, a family of 5. I was thinking about this the other day. A family of 5 on like a Friday night. That's what $18 a ticket. You're
Yep.
almost hitting $100 there. And then if everyone gets a drink, everyone gets. Let's say you share a popcorn. That's another. Let's call it 12. You're up to $30 a person right now just on popcorn and drinks.
Right.
And then if you get like candy or you go out to eat beforehand, I mean, you could easily be hitting like $250 for that.
Sure, but I've come to terms. We've had this discussion on the show. There's nothing you can do that's under $30 per person to entertain children. There's nothing anymore.
Nothing you can do.
Oh, you're going to catch me off guard now.
There's nothing you can do. You can't go to a fucking shitty D3 college hockey game for under $30 per person.
Okay, you definitely can.
Definitely
So
can.
don't be as literal. Can you understand where I'm
Go to
going
high
with this?
school. You can go to a high school sporting game.
You can't go to. You
can go to a park outside
You can barely
free,
go bowling
by the
for
way.
that rate anymore. You can
go,
barely
you can go to the zoo.
Tuesday matinees, the movies, also inexpensive.
It costs money now.
You have to actually, okay, Dave, I'm sorry. You have to put some effort into it. You're someone who puts your kids in the car, just drives around.
I put a lot of effort into looking for shit to do.
I'll tell you what, thanks Justin Trudell, Topgolf is going to be more affordable for Carter's birthday.
Oh, there you go. Are you actually doing that?
It worked. So my wife went to BJ's and bought, can we talk about it?
Sure. Yeah. I don't know.
So BJ's sells Topgolf gift cards for 15% off. Like so,
It's more than that. I think you get like.
it's 20, maybe it's 20% off.
I think you get a $75 card for like $60 or something.
15 is that 15%?
No.
Oh wait, but you're gonna go somewhere with this. I think that I'm gonna make fun of you for
We're using those gift cards to get the base for the
to
party.
get the base, but you're not. You're having a party without it being a party.
Oh, it's not an event. If you can't,
Like
so
that's
you
a big
can't-
time poor
you-
person move.
you-
That's a poor person.
Then fucking
Say what you
sign
want.
me up.
I know, but it's
Sign
a poor
me up.
person move.
My
It's
wife
fine.
will also
That's me getting an Airbnb outside of Disney.
Next Friday, when I am creating great content and writing Muttstack for Barstool and Black Friday, my wife will be out shopping. Did Rico ask it because we don't have a lot of money right now? Maybe.
Yes. Yep.
But we try to save money when we can, Dave.
Okay.
I don't mind doing that. Call poor people. I will try to save money every
So
chance.
you're
I
not
get.
nervous at all.
Coupons.
What about the other parents? You're not nervous at all about the other parents?
Fuck
their
'em. Fuck 'em.
opinion?
Who gives a fuck?
Are you bringing a
We're
cake?
driving
Wait, are
them
you
all-
bringing
no.
a cake? Are you-
No, there's no other parents. We're gonna drive all the kids down there. They're free of their parent. They can do whatever they want, and then drive them home. We're not inviting the parents to drive all the way to Topgolf.
Okay.
At some point, you age out of the point where parents have to go to the party.
Yeah, they're
and a
not-
good mom or dad move is, hey, meet at our house at this time. We go to the wherever it is, arcade, bowling, etc. Then pick us up. You can pick your son up here at this time, or we'll text you on the way home.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Oh, I'm glad that
I'll do
actually worked out.
Yeah.
It did. Thank you. My wife,
yeah,
she
fuck
came
yeah.
out of BJ's with some cornbread. Thank you, BJ's again. And had the gift cards.
You're probably saving a solid 50% by not doing the actual party there.
Yes.
Yeah.
again, love Topgolf, but when you go to the event
Topgolf
section
sucks.
and you go to group outings,
Stop. Topgolf sucks.
It is.
It sucks shit. It was just sold again.
you could
It
probably
sucks.
afford it.
It's
Some of us haven't had a full-time job for a while, so
fair, but Topgolf sucks, and it was just sold again. By the way, I think it sold for $1.1 billion, and Callaway bought it for
golf's
$1 billion. I think.
My dad's retirement party was at a golf simulator place.
heard about that.
Yeah, I heard about
Dave,
that
how
too.
was that, Dave?
Yeah.
I can't swing for shit.
Oh, I thought Montate said you weren't as bad though.
I probably took 300 mulligans. I was hurting the next day.
Yeah, but it's a fun thing to do. People don't know too, on those screens, a lot of those places you can like play mini golf there too with kids. Did you know that?
Oh,
Did
well.
not know that.
Yeah, I mean putting sucks at the indoor places, but that is shit you can do. So,
But are your kids at the age where they just invite the entire class, or do they invite?
No,
like,
there's
their
a certain
friends?
limit to it. Like when they're a lot younger and it's like at a group place, there was as they've gotten older, they've gotten smaller, Justin. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Like, get to a Topgolf thing, it's like, okay, you can have you and 6 or 7 buddy, whatever
Right,
it ends up
right,
being. Because they get 6 or 7.
yeah.
But
that's done.
Well, there's a lot. I'm just realizing now, this is a lot like Ask Mutt. We're deflecting off of you guys, what you're working on.
I just said it. I just had this huge
we talked about it
announcement.
the other day too. Yes, Jesus.
We're just talking about. We're just shooting the shit with our good friend Mutt.
God, Mutt, don't be so defensive just because you had a shitty performance on Unnamed today.
It's been a long couple hours.
And you have a lot of anxiety over it. You were pacing all over the hallway. So
I wasn't.
I'm just kidding.
My only thing, I do have a question about the birthday party, but now I feel like an asshole.
No,
answer.
I'm open book.
When you
Open
say
book.
when you say
Open
like
book.
bring 6, 7 friends, don't you always like feel bad though if like who's that 8th friend who's getting left out, or like that 9th friend?
Can't
I
do- you
try
can't
not
do
to
that.
think about it.
You can't do
And if it comes down to it where it's like a big fight, like well, then you can have little Steve. You can come too. It's like a huge. But it's not like you can't invite 20 kids. Like the whole basketball,
Yeah.
the whole flag football team is not coming to Topgolf.
Right.
Like just not happening.
Right.
And they're not all sleeping over either because our house is not that big. So it's like
sleep over. They're doing sleep over.
not this year. No,
Fuck
this was
that.
we did it last year.
No fucking way am I going to allow that shit.
Oh, that's
just
the best.
I just sucks.
Oh, my
pretty
God.
great. They stay up late. They're like it's watching stuff they normally would. It's
Gross.
you say that now, Dave. You're gonna love it. You're gonna miss it because at some point they're
Well,
not gonna
they're
want to hang out
like
with you.
my
at all.
daughter's having the stupid like play dates, but you still have to occupy the both of them when they're there. Do you have that phase at all?
Yeah, we're now in the
That
phase where
sucks.
kids they can go outside and just play.
right,
That
that's
the
good.
kids in the neighborhood. Our backyard is the football backyard, but I'm not out there now playing quarterback for them. Occasionally they come in with a
That's-
referee
okay.
question.
Yep.
But they're outside playing by themselves. That's
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm glad to hear
kid
that
age.
kids are still having like sleep because I know like for a long time like because
sure you
of the, touch kids because like the whole internet thing like kids like don't go over and like play video games over each other's house. Now it's like they just play on their own and they
because
play
they,
like
they
online.
think they're literally together while they're on an iPad playing Roblox.
I'll make you feel better, Justin. The group neighborhood kids get together with their iPads to play Roblox together.
Hell yeah,
And they have
that's awesome.
certain servers.
You know what they're
set
not
up.
playing? I haven't played it yet, but I've heard terrible things about the most recent Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah, you were into that
it's
this morning.
Pathetic. It's sad to see like a franchise of mine be bastardized and shit down the.
What's the bad
It's
bad
just
reviews?
so like I don't know. It's just not what it used to be. This was supposed to be like a sequel to Black Ops 2, which is one of my favorite Call of Duties. And just from what I've seen, the campaign is just absolute dog shit. There's no heart in it anymore.
Yeah, I never got the only video game I ever got into in a serious manner was Halo. That was the only like game like that I ever got into.
My kids are not into the fighters. They're into sports. Like
Sports
the
games.
Madden, MLB.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's good because you can probably play them in that, right?
And lose, yes, I've been losing. We've been losing recently for our weekly little mini tournaments that we do.
You get like trained up. Be like,
I lost to Clemmer, which was really bad. But to be fair, it was a different controller. It was the PS5 controller. Not the Xbox controller.
All right, anything Minifan related that we're missing? before we-
Brad's Bible study was last night. It was
Yep.
it was funny. He had some funny points. My favorite part of the show was it was like 8 minutes long, so I'm not going to play it. Someone called in and started asking about like American intervention in like Venezuela, and he just goes on like an 8-minute rant. It's very funny.
He is a funny guy. He's
a silly show.
He was scheduled to come out to reach out to him because he was scheduled to come in, I think the first week of December. So it's locked in, and I don't know if we end up having to move some stuff around, but he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
I thought Marty Mush made some KMS
Oh
news
yes.
yesterday. with that
Yesterday
show.
on Pick Central, Marty Mush wants to make his way up the KMS ranks. He
Yep.
said single A, double A, triple A, and then eventually go on the main show,
and then the live show, I
and
think,
then
at
Laconia. So I mean, good
Yep.
for him trying to work his way up.
So I said timeout talks. I said hot wieners. I
Are
said,
you like going in order?
Yeah, what was your ranking? I heard you talking about this, but I didn't hear the ranking.
So this is no offense to anybody, but I feel like a weekly show, sports show that doesn't talk about the Minifan show, but it's on the network. Josh and James first step. Like it's sports, sort of step into it. They call the basketball games. I'd say Hot Wieners, a sketch comedy show, second. I was going to say third, Freddie Lynn,
Okay.
Okay.
but then that doesn't include Menners. That
that stinks.
as a non-Menners guy, I'm probably being unfair to Menners because
Bias.
his show, him and John together, like they're like the top
Menners
dogs, right?
he's a soft interviewer, so I don't think that's a tough spot. If you want to earn your stripes in this world, you need a tough interviewer. So that's why I think Kane is the guy to go to for that.
Yeah.
Really?
If I were to
I
say,
thought Freddie Lynn would grill him.
if I were to say the 3 he should go on, one would be Kane. Just like jump right in, have Kane ask you some fucking weird question, some uncomfortable question where you're at one point, I'm sure Marty must be like, what the fuck? Okay. Then I would say Freddie Lynn. Then I would say, I was going to say Menners live. But also, like, that's a call-in show, so I don't think Marty Mush should take calls.
Right.
So maybe a Minifandom or something, but Manners will do a good job.
Well, it's just good to hear that he wants to get involved in the world, and that'd be great to see him.
He's always, it seemed like, since the basketball stuff, very interested.
Yes.
In the world itself.
Yep. All right, guys. Besides that, I don't think there's any other dumb topics to really.
Just pay attention. It's going to clog up the feed. There's going to be a whole bunch of KMS Classic stuff going up, but I got to get them out there.
It's got the playlist and everything. So that's good.
It's got the playlist.
Yeah.
What's the plan next week for you guys during Thanksgiving week?
I think we're saying what, Monday, Tuesday?
Definitely Monday, Tuesday. We'll see.
And
We'll see
then
about Wednesday.
We'll see from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What are you doing next week? What's your holiday plans?
What?
What's your holiday plans? Like, are you around here for Thanksgiving?
I'll be. The answer is yes. If you need me to come in and do anything, I'm here. We don't go. We do. My parents' house in Central Mass. So we're
nice.
We're around. We don't go.
Okay. All right. Well, besides that, I guess the next time you'll see a producer show is definitely Monday.
Monday,
right?
yeah.
And then, we'll keep monitoring things. But until then, see you.